Alright, what's going on today, YouTube? Welcome back to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel. This week, it's time for a change. But before we get into today's video, if you are new to my channel, make sure you head down below, hit that subscribe button for me. If you already are subscribed, make sure you hit that little bell icon right next to that. That way you get notified every time I upload. That way you don't miss any of this awesome cycling content we got on this channel. So, into the video, like I said, it is time to make a change. So we got the good old Superfly right here. What are we changing? We're changing the tires on here. It is time for my good old Schwalbe Nobby Nics to go away and be replaced by something new. So I have had these tires for a good solid about 6 years on this bike. I have ridden probably close to about 1,000 to 1,500 miles on these tires, which is a long way for a set of Nobby mountain bike tires. So today I'm giving you guys my final review on these tires before we get our new tires installed on here. So, my Schwalbe Nobby Nics, how did I come into these? So these I got from a friend when I was living in Hawaii. He actually gave me these. He hadn't ridden a 29er in a long time, had these tires sitting around. So these tires were never new to me. These were always a used set of tires that I had on this bike. So he gave me these. I put them on. Essentially when I was there, I had a cross-country style tire. Not very knobby, not very meaty. In Hawaii, you deal with a lot of clay and a lot of climbing and downhill. Not much in the realm of cross-country, more of an all-mountain style ride is what you mainly go for. There are a few cross-country places, but most of the trails that I rode were like an all-mountain style. So with having a cross-country tire, obviously they were not very good at climbing and not very good at descending. They just didn't have quite the grip you needed in order to rail corners and climb the steeper climbs. So he gave me these to try out, and ultimately these made a big difference in my riding in Hawaii. So these here are a 29 by 2.25 Schwalbe Nobby Nic. I have had them exactly like they are right now. Rear tires been on the rear, front tires been on the front. I have not switched them at all. The whole time I've used them, they have been tubeless. I have not run tubes in these, not once. So these have been tubeless the entire time. So let's go into why am I replacing these. So like I said, I got these used, so they already had some age on them. I've ridden them for another 6 years and had them on this bike for another 6 years. It's at the point where the sidewalls have cracks, the tread is starting to crack, and it's at the point where you can actually see wet spots in the tread where my sealant is coming up and sealing the holes. And when I go riding, I'm in Nevada, so everything's dead, so there's lots of like goat heads and thorns and all sorts of stuff that can get in your tires. And I'm getting stuff in those little cracks that are forming in the tire, causing little punctures and little holes to pop up and causing flat tires. So it's time to switch these out. So why did I like these so much when I was in Hawaii? So these tires, they offer a ton of grip. Coming from a cross-country rider, I generally don't ride tires with this quite amount of grip on them. So these allow you to climb very well. That was kind of my biggest thing with these, is they just grip into the ground and allow you to climb very, very well and very fast. I did really good on these tires. I did much better on these. You know, it's a big difference going to a much knobbier tread like these than you do as a standard cross-country fast rolling tire. However, here in Nevada, there's not much climbing. Nevada is generally a desert state, so most of that is cross-country or small climbs here and there. There are some larger climbs here, however, they're not loose, muddy climbs. They're generally pretty smooth climbs. So I'm not needing as much of an aggressive tire as this anymore. I'm just not using it. Most of my riding is cross-country related again. So ultimately it comes down to these Schwalbe Nobby Nics are just, there's a little bit too much rolling resistance for the type of riding I'm looking to do now. So I'm switching back to a cross-country tire. I'm not going to tell you what tire it is. You will find out in my next video with the Superfly when we install those tires on here. Ultimately, what did I think of these Nobby Nics? They are a great, great tire. For a tire to last this long, this many miles, and being ridden as hard as this bike has been ridden, I don't treat my mountain bike nicely. My mountain bike takes every hit I give it and doesn't complain at all. So these tires have not been ridden very nicely, and they continue to work very well. These tires are just going to be leaving this bike. They may go to another bike, but they're going to be leaving the Superfly. So would I recommend these tires to someone looking to buy them? So if you're looking for an upgrade off of a cross-country tire, looking for something a little bit more aggressive without going to some meaty tire, these are definitely a nice tire to go with. They're definitely not wide. They're 2.25, so they're not very wide. They're still in the narrower cross-country style range of widths of tires. However, you get the big knobbies on here in order to grip the ground better and help you to climb and rail berms a whole lot easier. So if you're looking to run a little bit more aggressive tire on a cross-country bike, these would be the tires to go with. I highly recommend them. They've worked great. I have no complaints to these tires, other than they're just old. So I mean, that's gonna happen to any tires. It's gonna happen. So I have no complaints. If you're looking for a good tire, check out Nobby Nic. I'll have a link down in the description below if you'd like to check them out for yourselves. Other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and look forward to more updates with the Superfly. And of course, our new tires we're putting on here. If you guys did enjoy, give it a big thumbs up. Appreciate the support. Any comments or questions, let me know down in the comment section below. Love chatting with you guys. Love answering any questions you guys have. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching today.